How you doing, everybody? Tim here from the Tactical Defender, and I have two backpacks today. I have the Maxpedition Vulture 2, which is Maxpedition's version of the 3-day 72-hour backpack, and I have the Rush 72 from 511 Tactical, which is their version of a 3-day backpack. I get a lot of questions about the two of them. They have probably some of the most views on my channel, and I will tell you that they are both fantastic bags. I've used the Vulture 2 considerably more than the 511, but there are a lot of features in the 511 that are not in the Vulture 2. For those of you that are thinking of getting a 3-day backpack and you pretty much kind of come down to these two, I know there's a lot of packs out there. To me, in my unprofessional opinion, it comes down to these two. They're roughly about the same price, give or take. Not a huge difference. The quality is just about the same, but I think it comes down to features and size. Let's look at those today. So they're both very similar, just a bit different in size and some features. As I was saying, they both have YKK zippers, very strong industrial zippers. They both have 1000 denier ballistic nylon. They also both have quite a few MOLLE PALS webbing on the sides, the front, on both of them. Now the difference between them is and it just may be because the 72 is larger, that is has considerably more on the side and on the front. The Rush 72 has more pockets, considerably more pockets, as the Maxpedition Vulture. The Maxpedition Vulture has several pockets, maybe one or two on the inside, whereas the Rush 72 has multiple on the outside as well as on the inside. With my own personal experience, they both done exactly what I need. But I will tell you, again, my own unprofessional opinion, the Maxpedition Vulture, and really to carry everything that I need or that I want to bring with me, it required some pockets on the outside, some pouches. I'll always add, regardless of what I'm bringing, I'll always add my multi-tool and one or two spare magazine pouches on the outside. I can easily get to them. So I can't fault either bag for that. But I do know that with the Maxpedition, I need more pouches, on the outside connected to the PALS webbing as opposed to the Rush 72. All right. On the side of the Vulture, you have two compression straps. You have some PALS webbing, just a few rows. You actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. On the Rush 72, undo those straps. Not only do you have a whole pocket there, a very large sleeve to put stuff, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not only do you not have a pouch built in on the side, you actually get more PALS webbing on this one. And that goes for both sides. Both bags are the exact same side. What's on one side will be on the other side. As for the actual cubic inches inside the bag, the Rush 72 is 2,894 cubic inches. That is the entire bag, 2,894. You're looking at just under 2,900 cubic inches. Whereas the Maxpedition Vulture 2, although good bag, is just 2,100 cubic inches. The entire bag, all the pockets, contents together equals 21. So you're looking at roughly a 700, almost an 800 cubic inch difference. That's a lot of gear. That's a lot of extra clothing, a couple extra knives, extra water, extra whatever. That's a big difference. Both bags on the top have grab handles. No grab handle anywhere else on the bag. They do have, both of them, very nice grab handles on the top. Okay? The Vulture 2 has one port. One port on the top with Velcro for a water tube, antenna, whatever you're doing, and an iPod speaker, headphones. Whereas the Vulture 2 has two, one on each side. And I really like these. Done, okay, you're in it. Done, you're in it, okay? It has two. I like options. This one has one, and it's kind of hard to get out. And I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can. Remember, as I said, these are both fantastic bags. I've used them both. I like them, both of them, everything about them. They both have the grab handles. They have loops in the side to hold stuff. As for the front, you have a very large, what I would consider an admin pouch, okay? All kinds of pockets and zippers and net pouches and you name it, it's in here. Key keepers, there's a lot of space, as well as a small one up at the top, okay? When it comes to the Vulture, you don't have that. Undo the Y strap. What you do have is one large pocket here in the front, which is big. It goes almost the whole length of the bag. And then you have what is considered the medium or middle pouch. Very large. It has a very small admin little. I mean, there's one, two, and a couple pen holes. Does have a key keeper. And then you open it up and you have the large, big area, the main compartment. With this, you not only have that, you have this whole, and you can put a lot of stuff in here and not so many things in here. All right. One feature this does not have, the Vulture, is this pocket here, another pocket here in the back. Again, YKK zippers. It is a fleece or felt lined pocket. You can put your smartphone, glasses, something you do not want scratch protected. That will go right in there beautifully. You don't have that with this. All right, now, a big feature again for the Rush 72. They both have very nice, thick, padded, very comfortable shoulder straps. I do not ever recall having a problem with the Vulture 2 straps, okay? As you know, if you've been watching my videos, I always have my fixed blade here, tip up on my shoulder. Never had a problem. It holds it just fine. You've got some plastic D-rings here. It is reinforced. I do not feel ever that the shoulder strap is going to come separated from the bag itself. I mean, it is seriously, the sewing on both bags, fantastic. Comfortable, and it works. It really works. Now, what separates the Rush 72 from a lot of bags, not just this bag, is their, what they call their yoke system, okay? It takes a lot of pressure off your back. Now, when I take this bag out, I carry considerably more gear than when I'm going to take this bag out. But I actually feel the pressure, although manageable, on my shoulders with this Vulture 2 as opposed to this. And it really has a lot to do with actually two things. The harness, okay, they call this their yoke system, the 511 yoke system. It is very comfortable, I can tell you that. I have heard people say that the opening here is not big enough and they feel though it pinches their neck. I'm not a little man, but I can tell you I've never had that problem, ever. It sits and rests on my shoulders very well, all right? this bag, you have a nice pad. They both have a water bladder compartment, by the way. Nothing different. Everybody's making them now. They both have a water bladder compartment in the back. This one here, thick foam, and it's very comfortable. It really is. Again, never had a problem, never felt, oh wow, I really wish this was more comfortable. Never had that feeling, never really even thought about it. It works, okay? But it's soft, and it kind of does mold to your body. Now, the 511, when you open up the water compartment, there is a plastic board in here, all right? And the plastic board actually has a piece of metal, aluminum, that is kind of contoured to your back. You can take it out and mold it to fit you. I have not done that. I don't feel I've had the need to do that. It felt good. I can say that that comes out if you don't want it. I can tell you that when I hike with this, it helps. I load this up really heavy because it's a bigger bag. I can do that. With a smaller bag, although just as tough, just as well made, I need to kind of consider what I'm taking because I don't have a lot of room. Or I'm putting more pouches on the outside. As I mentioned, I don't have to do with this. This board I've taken out and hiked with it. I've left it in and I hiked with it, and I can tell you that although it makes a minor difference, it makes a difference having it. It really does take a lot of, it just carries the weight different. It really does. And if you also look, this has very little, if any, very, very thin, small sewing line where they sew it. You can see there, in the, I'm looking at it in the video camera, for air circulation. This is a lot more. Not only is the middle padded, but these are thick pieces of pad, and they're very comfortable. And they do create a small space, so you do get some airflow. Maybe not a lot, but you get some airflow. So, as far as the back area, I have to give it to the 511 Rush 72. A lot more thought into it, but it's also a bigger bag. A bit of a small minor issue with the Rush 72 that we don't have because of no backboard with the Maxpedition Vulture. When this is full and you put it down, it stays there. Whether it's on the ground, on a table, or wherever. It just stays there. The Rush 72, that backboard sticks out. If you hold this and you put it, you feel that. This sticks out. So when you sit this down, very often it falls. When I had it on, the table, I put it so that that board is hanging off the edge of the table, and then it'll sit up. I don't have to do it with this. Not a big deal. I just want to point that out. If you're hiking, whatever, you take your pack off to get some air, get a drink, you put it down, that just stays there. This one you put down, well, today it stayed there, but it's going to fall over. See, it just keeps going over because that is in there. Now, I have been told, well, take it out. And I did, as I said, not a problem. I do notice a very minor difference, comfortable. It's more comfortable when it's in. So if I leave it in, but I have to deal with that. Somebody actually on my other video when I did the full review, which was the exact same bag, different color. I now have it in this, the tan that I like. They said take out that backboard and cut off the bottom, shave the bottom. That's actually a really, really good idea because that piece, the pocket it fits in there from top to bottom, perfect. It's not like when you put this down, it lifts up into the pocket. It doesn't. It just stays there. There's nowhere for that little plastic backboard or a support piece to move up or down. So when you put the bag down, it pushes the bag over. Very good idea. Someone said pull it out, cut it off with a Sawzall or a Dremel tool or something, and it works. I just may do that. I just possibly might do that. All right, quickly, before I actually lay them down and open them up and show you another big advantage to the Rush 72, I want to discuss the compression straps. Both of them very strong. I usually hang my 7.5, 8 pound tripod. I buckle on the strap and I hang it off my pack. Handles very well on both of them. The Maxpedition has one here and one there. Okay, it has two. They work flawlessly. You've never given away. They don't loosen up. It's great. The Maxpedition, unlike the Rush 72, has one here. So not only do you do the sides, you put this on, crank that down, and it kind of pulls everything in, and it's very nice and neat. The Rush 72 does not have that at all. There's nothing for up there, but it does have several on the side, 2 on each side. You can do both of them like that. Now, when you undo them, this is not on the Vulture. Undo both. Although this Y strap over the top is a nice feature, I really think it's not needed, to be quite honest with you. I don't have it on here and I don't miss it. A nice feature with the Rush 72 is when you do these two, the top, this opens up and you can put stuff in there. You can put a sleeping bag, you can put a helmet. I've seen helmets in there. You can put extra clothing, a blanket, sleeping bag, tent, you can put all kinds of stuff in there. And I usually put an extra jacket or clothes in there. And then when you cinch that up, it's fine. It doesn't fall out, packed properly. Now, I want to take the blankets out of them, and each one I want to open up, and I want to show you how they open up and kind of give you an idea of what's on the inside. Alright, so I have the majority of the contents in the main compartment taken out. Let's look at the Vulture 2. After you undo both straps and you zipper it, it opens up that much. It only opens up a little more than halfway. You still have full access to the stuff inside, but you have to go in and get what's in there. As for pockets, it has one on the inside. One, I have a couple of things in there. It just has one zippered mesh pocket. A very nice zippered mesh pocket, but just one zippered mesh pocket and just a large opening. And that's it. All right, so you saw the inside of the bag and how you have to go in there and get stuff. This is the Maxpedition Saber Cat. This is actually my camera bag. Holds my DSLR camera, an extra lens with the regular lens I use all the time. I put extra batteries, my Rode video microphone in there, more batteries. I put my GoPro with extra batteries, some cables. Everything fits in this bag perfectly. This bag won't fit on the bottom very neatly. So usually if I have to carry this myself, or I lay it in that way. But if I laid it in that way, well, guess what? It just took up the whole bag, right? It took up the whole bag. That says a lot. I'm usually carrying, as I said, extra jacket. Depending on the time of the year, I will bring extra clothes. I have knives with me. I may have another pack with me folded up inside or strapped to the outside. I have an 8-pound tripod. I mean, I have a lot of gear. This fits in standing up, but then I don't have a lot of room for other stuff. Now let's take this out. Now, here we have the 511 Rush 72. I'm going to open it up. I already unzipped it. I already undid the compression straps, and you see that? Opens up like a suitcase. You can get everything in there perfectly fine. Not only does it open up bigger, and it is a bigger bag, we have a large zippered mesh pocket. We have a large, really large pocket with a paracord lock on there. We have this portion of the top. We have a large mesh pocket, an even bigger mesh pocket, and then a solid material pocket. All zipper. This mesh pocket will zipper from the top or the bottom. I love that feature. So if you go in there and it flops over this way, you open up from the top zipper and your stuff doesn't spill out. And it opens up all the way. Now, lots of pockets, unlike the Vulture 2. Open this up. My camera bag right there. See? It sits perfectly fine. It's safe. It's sitting because the actual footprint of the camera bag is the exact footprint, give or take, on the bottom of this. So not only do I have, now I have all this room, I can put more stuff. Then I zip it up, and I'm good to go. See? Can't do that with the Maxpedition bag. All right, so basically, I've tried to show you some points that I really feel are important. I want to say that not everybody hiking. Now, for me, these are day packs. If I'm going on a 3-day trip, I'm going to take these bags as well. But for the most part, because of all the stuff I'm carrying, this is my day pack. This is the pack I go hiking with. Because when I go hiking, I'm bringing tripod, camera equipment, audio equipment, stuff I'm testing or I'm going to do reviews on in the woods or wherever. The people I hike with, they don't use these bags. They don't use bags this big, this heavy. My bags sometimes weigh 3-4 times what my buddy's bag will weigh. I like this kind of bag as opposed to the North Face Mountain Hardwear bags. I like the tactical look. I just do. I like options. I like all the PALS webbing, and these both bags have quite a few of that. This bag has served me very well for a very long time. If you are just going on day hikes, you're not carrying the amount of stuff that I carry, you will do just fine and then some with this bag, the Maxpedition Vulture 2. Especially, you get some pouches and you add pouches to it, which I always do. I always put pouches. This will end up with a magazine, a multi-tool, and possibly a first aid kit on the outside, where this usually ends up with that and more. This is not a bag most people are going to use for day hikes. Matter of fact, this isn't either. Again, and I can't stress that enough, I carry a lot of stuff. If you don't carry everything I carry, maybe you don't need this bag. Maybe this is too much. This will be just fine. The majority of the people, I'd say the Maxpedition Vulture will be just fine. As far as quality is concerned, they're the same. Seriously the same. Amazing quality, both bags. A little bit more features in this. I think a bit more thought in this. This Rush 72, I like the yoke system better. I like the backboard support system as opposed to this not having one at all. I like the pockets and the organization capabilities in this better than this. But I've used this a lot of times and it really wasn't that big of an issue. Anyway, I hope this video helps if you're trying to decide between these two. I know I get a lot of questions between these two bags. As far as quality, the same. This is bigger and it has a few more features in it than this. More pockets, pouches, zippered pockets, net pockets. This, not many, if any at all. But still a good bag. Anyway, everybody, I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, please ask below. More than happy to answer what I can. You will see both these bags used quite often, and I have another bag I've been using quite a bit. I do have a video coming soon discussing 3-day backpacks. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 3-day backpacks. They're sold as 3-day packs, and eventually I'm going to show all of them together and we'll discuss that. So be well, everybody. Thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, ask down below. I'll do my best to answer. Be well, stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye.